Let's create an ocean grainy watercolor background with a leaf painting behind the mask lettering on top. In this tutorial, we'll create a mesmerizing blue watercolor backdrop for your cards. This technique involves an abstract brush background style without the need for washi tape. We'll also add a sleek leaf design for an added touch of elegance. Below, you'll find the list of materials needed. Now, let's dive in.
Step 1. Prepare your materials. Choose an ocean blue color from your watercolor palette. Prepare a jar with clean water and some tissue papers for cleaning your brushes later. Step 2. Create your gradient background. Wet your paintbrush and mix it with the blue watercolor until you achieve a smooth consistency. Apply the blue paint to the bottom half of the card using broad strokes. Clean your paintbrush slightly, leaving a bit of blue paint on it. Tilt the paper to let the ink flow downwards, creating a gradient effect. Brush the top part of the card with a slightly cleaned brush, letting the ink move towards the bottom. If the bottom part dries, brush it lightly to help the paint move and blend smoothly. Step 3. Clean up the masked lettering. If any paint covers the masked lettering, use a small fine brush to carefully absorb the excess paint. Avoid using too much water to prevent the paint from seeping under the masked lettering. Adjust and move the paint around until you achieve the desired gradient or blending effect. Step 4. Let your watercolor dry. Set the card aside to dry completely before adding the leaf design and decorations. Step 5. Add a leaf design. After the background has dried, use a fine paintbrush and the same blue paint to create a curved stem in the center of the card. Paint the leaves individually, being careful not to overlap the paint on the masked lettering. If any ink covers parts of the lettering, gently dry your brush on tissue paper and use it to absorb the excess ink. Continue this process until you have finished painting the entire leaf design. Step 6. For the final touches, use a white Posca marker to draw clusters of small white dots around the leaf design. Fill in the empty spaces to balance the composition and make the design more dynamic. By following these steps, you'll create a beautiful watercolor card with stunning ocean gradient background and leaf design.
Are you ready to elevate your creativity with a touch of watercolor magic? Unleash your inner artist with these watercolor cards. Check the links in the description to find how you can get your hands on a set of 16 hand-lettered masked cards. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share your art with me by tagging me at nicong.co on social media. I love seeing your creations. If you have any questions or need further guidance, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you for joining me today, and I can't wait to see your amazing creations in the next tutorial.